Hey you, it's Evie. Alright you guys, this will probably be one of the most realist videos you'll ever see. All my videos are real, but I mean down to the real nitty gritty. So I'm just putting it out there. You're probably not going to be interested in watching unless you're one of my true ride or die spoonies, the ones that will watch anything that I make just because I'm in the video, which I don't understand that, but thank you. I want to talk about one of the #1 things that bring on more pain and make all your symptoms pretty much worse. And I think that's like anybody, not just me, and it's probably the #1 thing you've heard your doctor even say, probably even your family, is that don't get stressed. Yeah, like we just invite stress in our house, right? You guys see the clothes hanging in the back are dry or dyed. So up they hang. They're dry. I just gotta put them away in the messy playroom on this toy box that Dad found. We found for the kids. It's a lot bigger than I thought. But working on cleaning off. We went to a big garage sale together, actually. I don't know if you guys are into finding little hauls, you know, like I go to a store or go somewhere and buy things if you'd like to see them. Some people are into that. I got this for Gracie. Guessing it's like a little jewelry box. It's hippie. I like hippie, so I thought she'd like it. I like to find little corny stuff like that, clean it up and give it to the kids. Actually, I found Gracie a winter jacket. The garage sale. I hope it fits, but gotta wash it first. And what else did I find there? Found a bunch of hand towels. I have a thing with hand towels. I don't know why. As long as, you know, they look near being new, then I'll get them and wash them or bleach them if they're white. Anyways, you guys, something that me and Mom did a lot of was, and I think that's where our coffee thing started. So we're gonna have a chat. We're just gonna dive in, grab your coffee, grab a snack, whatever you want to grab. Come sit down and talk with me. Okay, so how are we supposed to handle stress? We can't always control stress, right? I'm a lot like my dad. I am pretty mellow. I like things chill. I tend to hang out by myself because it seems like the more people you hang around, the more drama there is, and I can't stand drama. But I also feel like you need someone to unload to, like I did with Mom. Mom actually called them bitch fests. And that's when we'd have our coffee dates, we sit down, and we unload. So I'm going to unload on you for a little bit. Oh. And this is where, yeah, you can't control everything that gets landed on your lap, right? The only thing is you can control how you respond to it, right? Like say you're kind of dealing with a crappy person. You can get mad and throw fists, or you can shrug it off and not let it bother you and just don't deal with those kind of people, which I've gotten pretty good at that. So it explains why it's usually me, myself, and I. Oh, it's pathetic, huh? So yeah, I thought I'd unload. Some of this stuff's really pretty personal, you guys, and maybe it shouldn't be talked about here. But, yeah, like my husband, like Nate, you know, I can yak to Nate about everything, but I think it's him being a man. He just naturally wants to fix everything, and it's not that I'm really looking to fix everything. Yeah, some of it, for sure, but some of it's just to vent, you know, just to let it rip, let it out. That's what this video is going to be. It's just yakking, letting it out. It's nothing structured, you guys. I have nothing I've researched, nothing that, I've learned about. Nothing like that I could share with you that I know you guys really appreciate, and I love that you appreciate it, but nothing like that here. It's just, I want you guys to know you need to be able to unload. And if you don't have anybody, unload to me. For those watching this, nobody knows this really yet, but I'm in the works of making my own little website. Stuff costs money, but I'm working on it. make my own website where I can have a private online chat with you guys, like Skype calls or FaceTime or something like that, where I can chat with you guys, just you and me, and you're able to unload. Or if you need some ideas for something, you want a hand for some budgeting, or if you just need a friend to talk to, just someone to listen, just someone to yell at, or whatever. So let me know what you think of that. I know it could be a total burn, but it's been on my mind a lot lately. And you guys are always like, oh, Ev, you're like the best little therapist. Or I thought, why not give it a shot? Why not listen to you guys and give it a go, you know? Yesterday was a very upsetting day. That's why the eyelids are still pretty swollen. I was being a baby because I was really ticked off about it. Confession number 1 would be, I have yet to do Mom's memorial, you guys. November 26th is the day she passed away last year. It's almost been a year. I have yet to set it up. She asked for, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen it. Mom asked for one thing, because we kind of talked about if she was to pass away, what she wanted to do. Like, she always wanted to just be cremated, okay? And I just, as much as I hated talking about it, she'd start telling me these things a little here and there. And I'm glad she did. And I said, oh, Ma, you don't want a funeral? And she said, no, I don't want a funeral. I said, oh, would you like a little memorial? Something like Grandma had? Her mom? The one I was named after? And she goes, yeah, that would be nice. This one place that Mom really liked to go was the same kind of place that my grandma liked to go. But Mom wasn't baptized there. But either was my grandma. My health wasn't in check. And you know, we lost Mom in a very fast, unexpected kind of way. I was told I will get a call back. And I got a call back finally. And it said, please call me back, Evie. And I didn't know how to take it, if it was good or not. And Nate had a bunch of his hunting buddies over. I think there was 5 guys all together. So I just waited, and once those guys left, I'm like, alright, it's time to call. Talk to everybody else, and the answer was no. So the one thing, still too upset about it. The one thing Mom wanted can't happen. So, you know, stuff like this, we have no control over. It's really hard on the body. But if you don't talk about it, you guys, it's just going to build up, and I really believe it sticks in your body, you know. Really can mess with your muscles and your nerves. Stress is not good on the body, so I think it's really important that you unload. You have a bitch session, as Mom would say. Not only this, you guys, something else that I shouldn't really be talking about on here is that something that's really been upsetting. Just a couple months after Mom passed away, my stepfather started seeing someone. No, you guys, he wasn't cheating on Mom. No, he wasn't. He had a hard time being in the house because of Mom not being there. And I get that because I've only been there 3 times since Mom's been gone, because it's like you can see her there, but she's not there. And to make matters worse, I really shouldn't be talking about this right now. Before Mom passed away, years before, she would always say, Ev, I want you to have this house. She said, no matter what, I want to make sure you have this house. And she says, you know, I don't have a pot to piss in. You know, I don't own anything. Anything I've had, she would always give away, which is true. She didn't have anything. She had her laptop and like a camera. But she just wanted me to have her clothes and the house, okay? And I say, Mom, I said, it's brothers. I don't want to be the bad guy. I don't want them to be upset with me because of that. I said, I want you to know I don't want to live in that house. I wouldn't want to live there, and I didn't want to hurt her feelings, but I wanted to be honest with her. So I always thought, sell a house and split it with the boys kind of thing. Well, all of a sudden, my stepfather's girlfriend is losing her house. Next thing you know, she's moving all her stuff into Mom's house a few months ago. Next thing I know, my stepdad is dropping off all of Mom things for me to go through. I was very angry about that because I can't even get the balls to go over to that house, let alone having to go through her stuff. It made me so mad because if you can't go through her stuff, what makes you think I can? And a lot of it was garbage, you guys. Majority of it was garbage. But if it's hard for you, what makes you think it's any easier on me? So anyways, he wants to sell the house and put it towards his dream house with his new girlfriend. You guys, I already tried talking to him about it. I told him I'm not one to keep it in. I definitely share how I feel with people. And I told him, I said, you're in puppy love. And I don't want the next thing is that she's gone and then lost the house over it. Now he's stuck with this big expensive house. I think it was like a $200,000 house, which that might not seem a lot if you guys are like in California or like, you know, somewhere like that. But around here in this neck of the woods, yeah, it's a lot. He says, well, you know what, Ev? No one could break my heart like it did when your mom passed away. He said the worst she could do is just stick me with this house and just lose that house. But I said, just lose that house. That might not mean nothing to you, but that means a lot to me. He just doesn't get it. You know, my father actually messaged him out of anger and said, and he didn't say nothing mean, but he's hearing me because I have nobody to tell this to. And he says you should really be thinking about the kids. And I was really hurting because of your choice with the house and, you know, that kind of thing. He kept it honest and raw, but he wasn't a jerk about it at all. He really wasn't. Next thing, you guys, I didn't know this was going on, right? I get a call from my stepfather screaming. Oh my god, this was before the kids even got off to school. So it was like 7 o'clock in the morning. Screaming his head off at me, and he's never screamed at me ever. And he has been around since I was in 2nd grade. I was younger than Gracie. Call your father and tell him I don't have houses to give away. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's messaging me, and here he's only sent him one message, and I think what it is, the reason why he's so bothered by it is because he knows it's true. Regardless of what he chooses to do, he needs to sleep with that at night. And here I'm trying to figure out, you guys, how to do Mom's memorial, how to even afford that. While he's out trying to catch his dreams with his new puss, I don't even know how to do Mom's memorial. I would never ever go to court about it. But yeah, don't get me wrong, some money would really come in handy. Oh my gosh, it would come in handy. But it's just not worth it. And it just makes me mad because I know Mom would be so mad right now. Oh my god, she'd be so mad right now. I could see that look on her face. And she'd be so disgusted. And that's what really, really, really bothers me. It's just not even following Ma's wishes. Those are 2 things she wanted, was to make sure the house. Like right now, I have a brother that's trying to find a place to live. My other brother has a big family. I don't know. Anyways, I'm not expecting you guys to say anything. I'm not expecting any advice. I'm unloading, okay? So, you know, all this has been going on. Just trying to figure it all out. And it's just stressful. And like I said, I think your body really pays for that. Like when I get angry, my muscles will get all twitchy. And I think it just lingers in your body. It's no good for you. Kind of like when you're happy. They say that laughter is the best medicine. It's because it is. It releases endorphins in your body. It's good for you. And things that are upsetting you, you gotta just let it out. I miss that with Mom so much. It's just being able to unload with her and laugh. You know, like when the husband ticks you off. It's nice to call someone and unload a little bit. Nothing too nasty, just your normal stuff. Oh, I could go on and on with all this stuff that's on my mind, you guys. I think anxiety is another big one. But you guys don't have to go through and listen to that one. Phew. That's a whole mess right there. But I still continue to not be going back to my medicine. So that's good. That part's been really hard, especially since Mom. My whole thing is like, Mom was that one I could talk to at the end of the day. Every day she'd call me. Sometimes she'd drive me nuts with that, but she was like my light at the end of the tunnel. And if a shitty day, I could just call her, unload, have our bitch fest, and feel better. And she'd do the same with me. Like, she'd really give it to me. I mean, my mom could put a trucker and a sailor to shame with her mouth. Whew. I'm really starting to learn that when it doesn't look like there's any light at the end of that tunnel, sometimes you just gotta be your own light. You just gotta be it. You can't expect anything from anyone. You really, really can't. Because you're just asking for disappointment. Friends and everything, you can't expect a damn thing from anyone. You're always going to be disappointed, even to best friends. It's going to happen. You have to just expect it from yourself. Whatever you want, you got to be that. You got to have someone to have your bitch sessions with. You got to learn to let that crap out. Teach yourself how to respond better in a healthier way, a happier way. Take it out. If that's through walking, if that's through talking, if that's through painting, anything. You gotta find your own way of letting that out. And I'm so thankful for having you guys to unload to. And I'm here whenever you need unloading. I'm always talking. I always have one spoonie somewhere in the DMs or in my email or Messenger through the Facebook group. Always have someone that's unloading, and I love that you guys are comfortable enough to unload to me. And I wish I could be more helpful, but sometimes just a listening ear can mean all the difference, can make all the difference, you know? Oh my god, this video is so long, you guys, so I'm gonna have to cut this down, trim it up for you so it's not so long. But thank you for listening, and I want to remind you that you can't handle everything that goes wrong. You can't control everything that goes wrong, but you can control how you respond. And how you respond is so important. It's the most important part, okay? When you're having a crappy day, that 5 minutes could be the crappiest day. Don't let it milk the rest of your day and make the rest of your day horrible. It's a crappy day, not a crappy life. You gotta make the best out of it. Okay, look at someone to unload to, even if it's just me. Let me know what you think about the website thing, okay? I'm hoping it'll be done really, really soon. Just trying to make it as cheap as possible. Alright, I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you don't mind this unloading kind of video. I'm going to try to get up. My legs, I'm kneeling this whole time. Thank you for listening. Love yous. And I will see you in the next video.